wanna know what's more important than throwing away money at a strip club? Credit.
What up, y'all? We on another episode on Rich Off Credit. I got my boys in the building today. I got my boy Jaden, Hernan, owners of Murci Lutz, about to be the biggest car rental in Miami. They just started. They doing big numbers. They on Rich Off Credit. They got started with credit. They got started with investors. They got about 20, how many cars? 29 cars?
About, 29,
30 cars. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about how you could start your own rental company, the best ways to start it, starting with credit, so you ain't got to go in there with hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want to have excellent credit, and yeah, Rich Off Credit, that's what we do. We about to start this episode. Y'all, listen in. It's about to get real.
Let's go. Thank you for having us, bro.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Come on, man. Don't be shy with her.
We'll try.
Don't be shy with her. All right, so here, bro. My first question, right? What that credit score look like?
So it's an interesting question because I'm Canadian.
Okay.
So I'm working on my visa situation right now.
Okay.
Until my visa gets fully approved, I can't pull credit. I got no SSN. So what we've been doing is Hernan's been using his credit to get a lot of the cars when we first started getting started.
Okay.
But he's got good credit. What's your credit score?
Well, leverage moves a lot because I do use my credit a lot. So sometimes I have big debts, and sometimes I have it freed up. But when I started the business, it was pretty freed up, and it was sitting around like a 750-ish, with already a car on my credit that was pretty expensive.
You had a few cars.
Yeah, 3 cars already. Then we ended up getting 5 more cars.
5 more.
Okay.
Just on credit.
So when you start getting cars, right, and your personal credit, that drop your score a little bit, basically. Yeah, because when I first started getting whips, especially exotic whips, I was using my personal credit too. Then I branch over to my business credit.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you get a car in your business name, they still want you to be a personal guarantor.
Exactly.
But they don't report to your personal credit.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We've kind of moved away from getting cars ourselves because we have such a high amount of investor interest. So we got guys wanting to give us cars they're not using, buy us cars. So now we're like, let's just use other people's credit. We do a management split and we manage their vehicle for them. But when we first started getting going, like Hanan said, we had to prove concept, right? We had to show people that we're the real deal. We're the top dogs in Miami. So,
how long y'all been in business for?
So, started this back in October, but I had 3 cars, 2 BMWs and a Maserati, and we were just using Turo. And Turo was tough, man. They take a lot.
But it's good to start on Turo.
Good to get started, because we could get rentals. We could get rentals going. We could start our Instagram page, start getting some content. And it's a platform where if you price it right, you're going to get a lot of requests. Issue is you're not going to make money, but you'll get requests. So it's a good way to just build your brand, get those reviews, try and get those contacts. Yeah, and like you said, try and get those Turo clients off of Turo and rent from you privately. Then they can skip the fees and you can charge a little bit more.
Okay.
Because Turo takes 25%, which is a lot, bro.
That's a lot, yeah.
And they don't even allow you to list cars over 100K anymore. So you're renting a car for $300. They're taking 25%. Your payments are still going to be $2K a month. You got to rent that car a lot.
And then you gotta add in the liability too.
Yeah, the one nice thing with Turo is they have insurance.
Okay.
So they have a third-party insurance company. Anything happens, it goes through them. Whereas now, because we're just solely in the private game, if something happens on a rental, we have to hit the client's insurance. And it always works. We'll never come out of pocket. Insurance will always be covered, but a lot of the times, if they don't cooperate in the beginning, then it's just a longer process.
Right.
So Turo, you're getting paid out within a few days of something happening, whereas private game, it could take 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference, but you're going to get paid. If you got your steps in order, your verification process done correctly, you're going to get paid.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. And I know y'all been in the game for a while, so I see you partner with SLS.
Yeah.
Hotel. Condo.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Because that's what I like the most about y'all. The fact that y'all could partner with such a big company, bro.
Appreciate that, bro.
And somebody could go in there and actually, I looked up y'all business name, and it popped up on Google Maps.
Yeah.
At the hotel.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
How was y'all able to land that deal with the condo?
Yeah, so it took a while, I'm not gonna lie. You know, we we started talking to them back in like March, April about a partnership.
Okay.
We didn't really have many cars at that point. We maybe had like 5 or 6 cars. We had just started getting going in the private rental game.
Right.
And how that happened is I hired a mentor pretty much.
Okay.
Because I got introduced to this one guy through a client of ours, and he was looking to sell his private rental company, Lux MIA. He's been in the business since 2013, 2015. And basically worked out a deal for him to come on board as an advisor. And he taught us the whole game from A to Z on how the private game works. He plugged us in with everybody that he knew, all of his brokers, and we just literally from day one did like a 10x in revenue.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we started getting all these cars just from that.
That's why mentorship is like
Bro,
really important. Bro.
It's so important. If you got the right mentor,
Relationships, everything. Bro.
everything, bro. Like,
Because you could be working hard, right? Working so hard trying to build your company, and all it really takes for you to meet that one person
that's it.
to take your business to a whole nother level.
Bro, a whole nother level. I remember him telling me, we paid him $15K to come on board as a mentor. And I remember him telling me, you guys will
Worth
probably,
it.
well, he said, you guys will probably make that back within the first 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Bro, we made that back within the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, because we went
But
from,
it's not only the mentor.
yeah.
It's really, the business.
You know, but like you said, bro, the hard work is, you got to work hard, you know.
Got to,
but
bro.
it's super important. Like, it could have taken us, we could have worked our asses off every single day trying to figure out the private rental game, and we could have figured it out in 2 years, working 12 hours a day. Whereas we hired a mentor, figured it out in 1 day, and then in 2 weeks made that money back.
That's true. So working hard is 12 hours a day.
12
Working
hours a day.
smart is getting yourself a mentor.
Exactly.
Allowing a mentor use his knowledge and the stuff he been through. Because if he already been through the car rental game, he allow y'all to skip over like 100 different eras.
Exactly. We've gone through it. Even in the short amount of time that we've been in this game for, we've gone through pretty much everything so far. Luckily, you know, we haven't had any like full write-off accidents. We've had little fender benders and whatnot, all covered by insurance.
That's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
That's a reason why a lot of people don't get into the car rental business.
Sure.
But you said one thing to me about people that rent from you, how you qualify them, make sure they have full coverage insurance. So if they do get into an accident, right, their insurance would pay for the damages, and your insurance would not get hit at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you do business.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, I listen to these, 18-year-olds and people under 30, and they get into a car accident and they fuck because you ain't do the proper procedures to make sure they qualify for the rental before renting it out to them.
So you nailed it, bro. A lot of people try and get started in this game. And a lot of people do come into this game with 2, 3, 4 cars that they already have. And if you don't have all of your ducks in a row, if you don't have all of your processes done correctly, you're going to last a month. You're going to have a bad accident happen because you didn't do your proper background check. You didn't do your proper verification check. Insurance isn't going to cover the car, and now you're out of the game because you got $100K total loss in the first month, being in business.
You basically set yourself up for failure.
Exactly.
That's what a lot of, because people like that, they give bad news on the car rental business.
Exactly.
And it's not bad news. It's because they got into it. It's because they didn't do it the correct way.
They didn't get it exactly. They got into it without really knowing how everything works. They said, YOLO, I'll figure it out as I go. Something bad happens on day 1 or even day 30, and if you don't know how to deal with it and you don't have your processes in check, it just, it's going to wipe you out, like every business too. You really got to come into the game knowing exactly how everything works, how everything's done properly. If you do that, you're just going to set yourself up for success.
Look, man, if you try to start your own car rental business, exotic car rental business, y'all got to holler at my people, man. I'm about to list my cars for the first time with them. I trust them. They do business the right way. They understand how to rent out to individuals. They understand how to qualify, they renters. And, I'm about to list my Cullinan, my Urus. Any new car I get from now on is going to be listed with my boys now.
Hell yeah.
Because, like I said before, I trust them with my cars, with everything dealing with the exotic cars. They're going to get everything, bro. But another question I got to ask you, I see that you you do business with Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he splattered your Aston Martin.
Mm-hmm.
What made you splatter that car? What and why?
So the Aston is kind of a special one. That was Hernan's personal vehicle
Yeah.
before we got going. So he had like, you know, in this business, a lot of the times you'll just throw your personal vehicle into the fleet because you're like, you know, I got it. I can use it when I want. I'm going to make some money on it. But when you put a personal vehicle that you have like attachment to into the rental fleet, you lose that emotional attachment. You have to because other people are going to be driving it.
Yeah.
So what we did is we said,
That's
look,
my problem.
yeah, it's hard, bro. You know, we did
I
it. We
love-
all
I
threw our
love-
personal vehicles.
I love my babies. Bro.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to rent out my
It's
car.
tough.
Bro.
It's tough.
It's tough, but I think also once you,
You
see
don't know,
the,
bro. You got to worry about all. It's different spirits in your whips, bro. You got to worry about people fucking in it, people doing this in it, that in
smoking
it,
in it,
everything, bro. The list goes on and on and on, and
it's
and
your
it-
property. It's
it's not going to be your baby no more.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you do ever list that Aston Martin on, you know, the rental page, you're not gonna love it no more.
and it's funny because we listed it. We've probably gone over 200 requests to rent that car out, and we rented. We only rented to friends. We rented to our boys in the building. We rented to people we know and trust because we know they're not gonna fuck around in it.
worth
and-
it too much.
Exactly. So we rented to select people, but yeah, the reason why we decided to do that car with Atlanta is just because it's not a car that we're renting very often. You know, we wanted a content car, and we said this car's the perfect car for that. It looks good. It's got a sick paint color on it, that baby blue. So we said let's throw some M stickers on it. Let's put some Murci stuff on it.
I like them M's. How many M stickers y'all have?
On that car.
Because I seen one video, right? Y'all went to like a nightclub,
Yeah.
and it's like every car y'all took out had an M on the side of it.
Yeah. So we did that for content. We have a guy. We can get these stickers done super easy, and they come off very easily.
Yeah.
So if we have like a big night and we want to pull up in like 7-8 cars,
Yeah.
we'll just throw M's all over it. We'll valet them outside.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just
Explore
content for
branding, bro.
exposure.
Free marketing.
Exactly right. People walk by, they can see the M's. It just gives us
You gotta
brand
brand your
awareness.
business, bro.
100%, bro.
I like this business, man. This business gonna grow. So if y'all ever need another partner, man, let me know.
Hell yeah, bro.
I already
Yeah.
know it's 3 of y'all. You know, I could be more on the market.
There's always room. There's always room for the right people, bro.
Yeah.
That's right.
Always room for the right people. You
So
know?
if for the people that don't know, what do the M stands for?
So it stands for Murci, our business name, Murci Luxury. A lot of people ask us where that name came from. To be honest, we don't really have a story. Actually, our business partner Connor, so there's 3 of us, like you said.
Yeah.
He came up with the name, and we were just like, "Fuck, it's a pretty badass name." And everybody down here's got MVP or like correlated names: MPH, RPM,
Three.
Lux this, Lux that.
Yeah,
He
3
said-
letters. Everything 3 letters.
Yeah, you know, there's so many brands out there that don't mean anything. Like,
MPH, all type. You know.
yeah, and it's just like
I like the names. Don't get me wrong. I like the names.
they're
but
good
I
names.
like
They're good names, but they're not
Murci-
different. They're not different.
Murci is fire, bro.
Appreciate it. Because what we want to do too is we want to make fire merch. We want to do like a lot more. And if you're just like a car name, it just kind of makes you stuck in that space. Whereas now we can do, Murci Luxury Villas. We can do Murci Luxury Jets, yachts. Like in the future, once we become number 1 in the city, because that's our goal,
Right.
we'll look into expanding into other assets and stuff. But we do want to expand to other cities too. Like I had a guy hit me up the other day. He said, "What do you think about bringing Murci down to New York?" I said, "Bro, I love the idea, but we're just not there right now." Hernan's from Atlanta, so he's got a lot of boys.
It's a marathon.
It's a
Some
marathon,
people
bro.
try to move too fast.
That's the issue.
Yeah, that's what we're not trying to.
Listen, man.
That's the issue.
If y'all want to start, y'all is
So the thing is, like, we've had a lot of experiences with the cars, and I wouldn't say there's really any of them that have been worse.
right.
Because out of every single situation we've had, we've really learned a lot.
Right.
Like every situation that we've had, as bad as it looks, we always take away something. We always learn something. And it has never been a situation where we say, this is so bad we can't come out of.
Yeah.
Really, it's been the opposite. It's been a bad situation, and we learn, and this is not going to happen again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's still like good at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
can
really
learn.
haven't had anything
Because
that's
in this business, we want to be around forever. We want to be number 1, like I said. So you just got to assume that the worst things are going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
We've never had a total write-off accident. I'm sure it's going to happen. We've never had a car get shot up. I'm sure it's going to happen.
Expect it, bro.
You got to expect the worst, and you just got to be prepared for it. So, I mean, right now, the worst thing that's ever happened probably, sometimes cars will come back, the rims will be scratched up, car be smoked out. That we have machines and stuff, so we get that
Minor
all taken
damage.
care of. Yeah, but, we've had instances where we do our background checks. Like, if you got any sort of criminal background that's related to cars, GTA, excessive speeding, we're not going to rent to you. Too much of a liability for us, But at the same time, sometimes some guys will put their ID forward. They'll be in a group of other guys that are, you know, don't have the cleanest record, and you know,
yeah,
what,
they be like, rent this car for me, Brody, and then
Exactly,
hot
bro.
boy shit.
you know, a lot of the times we'll get girls' ID sent to us for their boyfriends or for their men, and they'll be the ones driving. So you just gotta be very careful, and it comes with experiences, like Hernan said.
Do y'all give like a limit on the miles that you can use per day?
Yeah, so we do a 100-mile limit, and anything over we do a $5 per mile charge. And we got contracts, so you know everything's laid out on the contract. They sign the contract, car comes back 100 miles over, you know,
$500.
$500 right there. We make a lot of money from over miles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Some people just live in these cars, bro.
Yeah.
You know, they rent a car for
You got to think about it. You're not renting out a regular car, a regular vehicle. You're
Exactly.
renting out an exotic car. Who's going to rent your car and just stay home?
Exactly,
Or
bro.
go to point A to point B?
Especially when you're dropping 1,600 on a Cullinan.
Yeah.
You know, you're dropping 1,600 a day on a Cullinan. You're gonna want to live in that car. You want
Yeah.
to get your money's worth.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay the 400, 500K for
Exactly.
it. They pay the 1,600.
Exactly.
They're going to go to point A through Z.
Exactly.
They're going to be everywhere at the same time. So
Uh,
I'm pretty sure if you get them 100 miles, you know, a day, they probably going to use 300, 400.
Easy, and they don't even realize. Like my boy rented one of our Huracans last weekend, and he's like, "Bro, I'm not gonna drive that much. I'm just going up to Fort Lauderdale and back."
You can't. You go drive it because
Yeah, bro.
all the pictures,
Yeah, it's
the way it make
crazy.
you feel, you know, especially when you don't have a car like this on your policy.
Exactly.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's such an experience you get actually from renting the car.
Yeah.
Like you sit in something you've never been before.
Right.
Most people have a regular car, a little BMW. I mean, you step your foot in a Lambo, it's a different feeling.
feel.
Yeah.
So you can get lost in it, bro. You don't think you're driving that much, and then it comes back with 300 miles over. You know, and they're like, "Damn, bro, I swear I didn't even drive it that much." I'm like, "Bro, the miles are saying you did 400 miles in 2 days. What you mean you didn't drive it that much?"
Do y'all do like a limit, like a daily limit?
For the miles?
Nah, for like, because some car they want you to get 2 days minimum, 3 days minimum.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, not really. We're pretty easy with that. If you want the car for 1 day, you know, we'll give it for 1 day. On Mondays, we actually do a buy one, get one free. So if you book a car on a Monday for 1 day, we'll give you the second day free, but the miles stay the same.
You got to use 100, 50, or you
Exactly.
100.
So you got 100 miles for 2 days.
Gotcha.
So it's perfect for like people that are staying in Brickell and South Beach.
That's an easy ruling too, because
Yeah.
you know they're gonna use more than 50.
Bro, we booked out one of our Cullens last week on that with that deal. He booked it for 5 days, gave him 6 days, and he was just driving, working home. He's a big jeweler out here, so a guy like that is perfect because he's not going to go over the miles. He's doing max 40 miles a day, so he can have that free day because he's going to have so many free miles to use.
Not me. If
Now
I
you
get-
drive a lot.
If I get a rental, shit, I'm going.
You want to
everywhere.
flex, right?
I'm
You know,
going- I'm not going to work and back home. No,
no, hell no.
I could tell you one of my low keys for that.
Exactly, bro.
I'm going everywhere. Bro.
And he got he was filming that Cullinan every single day. He was getting a lot of content, putting his watches in it. So for him, it was a great rental because he was really elevating his brand by using the car. And that's another thing with these rentals. Like, there's the enjoyment side of driving the car, but if you're like, you're trying to grow your business and, let's just say luxurious items matter a lot. Like, if you pull up to an event in a Cullinan, like people are gonna want to know who you are, and you don't gotta tell them it's rented.
Yeah.
No one's really even asking at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
that lust life opened up a lot of doors,
yeah,
bro.
so these cars can really, really elevate your brand and help you out big time, on top of the enjoyment.
So what's the most annoying part of the business that you guys deal with that you really don't like?
It's a good question. I mean, I would say the most annoying part of the business. I mean, sometimes you'll get those clients that are a headache,
Yeah.
and you got to deal with them. You got to make them happy. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who the client is. If they're super easygoing or they're a huge headache, you want to give them the same experience. And you want them to come out of the car saying, "Damn, Murci's number one. I want to rent from them again." So sometimes we'll get headache clients will say, we do a lot of airport drop-offs. So we charge $100 for delivery.
Yeah.
And we'll deliver the car anywhere. We got delivery guys. And sometimes we'll be like, "Yo, I just landed on my door 2. Sitting at door 2 for 15 minutes. He's like, "Actually, I'm at door 30. Next thing you know, I'm actually at door, just like annoying shit like that we got to deal with. So I would say that's probably the most annoying part about the business.
All right, so I gotta say this. All right, my boy was my bad. My boy's gonna give me the Maybach
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
1 day for
Gotcha,
free.
bro. Gotcha.
Free. I appreciate that.
Of
course.
But what made you want to like make that decision? Like, go ahead, you could take the Maybach for
Because of the
1
cars you got and because of who you are.
Okay.
I think the main thing
Relationship,
is
bro.
Relationship. Bro.
this is also like our business and the way we connect with people and just like just like any business you have or anything you can use to leverage yourself up with connections or somebody's doing something nice for you, so you want to do something nice for them. I have room in some of our cars that we can leverage it as well to as a business sense, and it has worked very well for us to grow just in a networking base. The business is not just about making money. Sometimes it's about the relationships you
100%,
make.
bro. That was well said. Hernan's really close with Lunai now and his management team. And, bro, they came down to Miami. We literally gave them a Cullinan for free for a day.
Yeah.
Just to kind of tap in with them, build that relationship because of who they are.
Yeah.
He's like one of the top Latin artists in the world. He's got like 10 million followers on IG and everything. And we literally didn't expect anything from it. Yeah, we just wanted to tap in. We just wanted to build a relationship. Next thing you know, he's inviting us to the Hard Rock for his performance. We pulled up to his hotel. We're chilling with him. Did the whole walkout at his table. Plugged in with all these other huge DJs that want cars now. So I mean, there's like Hernan said, it's not always about making money. Yeah. If we can build a relationship with the right people and tap into the right people, I mean, we'll make that business decision, and without even thinking about it, we'll get them a car for a day, for even 2 days. We have 30 cars, right? So it doesn't hurt us that much, especially if it's gonna just provide value. But you got to be the right guy. A lot of people ask for shit.
As long as you trust the person, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I ain't even get the draws, bro. Like I put $800 a day for 2 days, bro. 1,600. I'm like, all right, go ahead. I ain't get the draws. Next thing you know, I don't want to say too much because y'all gonna know who it is, but I'm gonna stop that.
Damn. You think it was the car that helped her out?
Maybe you feel me? But she was nice.
Yeah.
She was nice. I'm married now. I should be saying this, but
I agree with you, bro. There's something about going out on a date and pulling up in a nice exotic. Like it just adds, not even to flex or to like show off. It just adds so much to who you are and to your personal brand. Like you pull up in a Urus, no one's asking questions about who you are. But if you pull up, in an average car nowadays, even like a C300 Mercedes, you're just kind of average, and nobody wants to be average. So these cars can really help, elevate your brand, elevate your life.
Yours is like the most affordable, to me,
100%.
Get you noticed type of car.
And easy, right? Easy liability.
For
exactly.
Sure. That was like, I ain't gonna lie, that's still it's not my favorite car. I like the G-Wagon. I love the G-Wagon, bro. I like Mercedes Benz. Period, bro.
We just got one. That thing's nice, bro.
Yeah, I seen it. It's actually outside. So how many horsepower?
The G-Wagon?
No.
Or the one we have, or the AMG GT? Yeah, that thing's pushing almost 900. Stage 2. Yeah, it's a scary car, bro.
I want to get my GT again, bro.
It's a fun car.
GT 63.
Yeah, we have 2 cars now that are tuned like that. We got a McLaren 650S Spider.
Okay.
That's also pushing like 900 horsepower. And these cars are like for specific individuals. You got to be like over 30. You need some driving experience. You need to have the right car in your policy to rent that because, we even drove the McLaren the other day and, bro, I came out of it shaking. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That thing was scary, bro.
Liability, bro.
So if you're not used to that power, you're gonna get lost in it. You can really, it's very dangerous to the wrong person. But that shit's, you know how to drive those cars? That shit's fun as hell. Can't lie.
What's the most money I made in one day?
In one day?
The most cars I pushed out.
One day.
1 day, 1 week, 1 month. It gotta be something crazy though. Like you're like, damn.
One day
The thing is, I don't think we've hit our potential to say one day we've hit the most. Because there's been days where we've rented all our cars out.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say like the money's crazy, just really depending on like how many days a car is going out.
It's also,
stuff
like we're in the slow season right now. Every weekend we're renting a lot of cars out, but we rented out every single car we had for F1.
Okay.
We didn't have the craziest
crazy
cars back then though. So we probably did like 20K that day, but we didn't have a Cullinan. We had no Uruses. Now we got 3 Uruses. We got 3 Cullinans. We got 3 Huracans. So the next time, once high season hits,
talk that shit,
bro. I think we're gonna do 100K in a day. I swear.
Yeah.
I think we can do half.
I believe in y'all boys. It's slow in the beginning, but as you grow and continue to grow, it's like amazing.
Exactly.
Like the profit,
100%.
especially when everything just flow the right way.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna say no accidents, but like minimum accidents. all the cars getting pushed out a day, 20 to 25 days per month, and everything just flowing, and the money just coming in, and everybody enjoying life, because I know how I feel. Well, I don't know how I feel to be and working for someone, but when you're a business owner and you got to go through those sleepless nights to put in that work, but when you finally get there, that's when shit get real. Shit really starts turning up for you. And some people don't have to go through that because they grandfathered in, you know, they dad have a, you know, business. But when you got to get that shit on your own from the mud, and the success is bigger than the amount of money you make.
Bro, 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you. We really haven't made that much money, like personally. Everything we make, we put back into the company. We bring on the right people. We hire the right videographers. Like, we spend a lot of money on other people.
Who y'all camera guy is, bro?
So we just got
you
a
know
new
what
guy.
video I was looking at?
Which one?
The new one. There was one y'all just did, and it was like, I gotta go on your Instagram, but I like.
I think it might have been with
The one with the artist?
with Lunai, right?
I think so, bro.
Yeah, that came out fire, bro.
Yeah, it's probably.
I got to shout out Miles, man.
Yeah.
He's what's his company called? Bosa Studios. He's fire, bro. So we just found him a few weeks back, but he's gonna be our guy moving forward. We also have another guy, Hunter. He's really solid too. He does a lot of our car content and stuff like that. So we got two guys kind of going back and forth.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, that video came out fire, bro. Fire.
Who was y'all biggest client?
So far, probably Lunai.
Or Juju.
Maybe Juju. Nah, probably Lunai in terms of like following and stuff.
When I used to rent cars back in the days, I used to go on like a monthly plan. I used to pay like sometimes 7,500, 10,000, 15,000 a month, depending on what tier I wanted to go in.
Yeah.
So if I pay 15,000 a month, I'm top tier.
Yeah.
That means I get access to whatever they have for the whole month, 30 days straight.
So that's what we're thinking about doing. We want to do like a subscription agreement, because we got a lot of like mid-tier cars, we got a lot of high-tier cars, so we could charge a monthly subscription, and exactly that, right?
Yeah, I used to have access to every Lambo, bro, Ferrari. It was back in the days though, probably like 2015.
So question
14.
for you, what made you want to start getting your own cars instead of,
I got tired of spending all that money. I'm like, yo,
you can spend other people's money, get credit,
yeah, why spend all this money on car rentals and I could just get
not even
my
own a
own
car,
fleet,
right?
Yeah, and pay $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month, and have multiple cars, and have the ability to rent out my cars, so my car could pay itself and make me money in my pocket.
exactly.
Yeah. So you got to be smart in this game, man. You just can't be. I was dumb. I was a child, and I used to do, dumb shit. Yeah, like I was saying, man. I used to rent out cars, spend like 15 rats a month. Before the membership, I used to spend like 20,000 rent. I rented the first when the Ray first came out.
Okay.
I was like maybe the first person to rent that shit in Miami, and I paid like $3,500 a day, bro.
Damn.
$3,500
For the Wraith.
I was like 24 years old, something like that, and I didn't have insurance, so they put me like at a high risk. So like 3,035, I forgot what it was, $3,500 a day for 3 days, and that was Memorial Weekend.
Oh, because it was busy too. Yeah, a lot of people down here do that. A lot of people do that.
I had a lot of fun.
Oh, sick car,
A
bro.
lot of fun. When you get a car rental on those type of holidays, bro, you going to have fun.
Because everyone's down here, right? You're going to be seen everywhere by a million. Or, building your own fleet, having the cars, pay for themselves. And that's what we preach. Like, imagine buying a Huracan, putting it with us. We rent it out 8 days. You break even on your payment, and now you have access to the car and for free, pretty much. Car paid for itself for the month. You can drive it when you want, and you can still make money on top.
That's crazy.
Because we got a lot of guys in the building that give us cars. So the car is already at the SLS in their name, in their spot. So I tell them, look, when the car is available, use it all you want. It's your car. When we get requests, we'll rent it out and make money. And man, it's just like, this is how we've been getting so many cars, is the idea of driving these cars for free and making money. Because at the end of the day, you get a new car. It's super exciting for the first 2 weeks. And if you're not used to exotics, it could be exciting for the first 2 months. But there's going to be a time where that appreciation is going to start to depreciate.
Yeah, that's when you start driving in like a regular car, like to work.
Yeah.
And you say, damn, I'm paying this much for this car?
Yeah, you're not driving it that much.
A lot of people, they'll get a car for 4 months and they'll say, yo, how much do you think you can rent this out for? How many days do you think we can get? I'll tell them, and they say, cool, let's do it. Because they just don't want to pay for the car anymore. They had their fun. They can still drive the car, but, you know,
It's free.
it's free now.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah. This game's pretty sick if you're into cars because, I mean, now we got access to over 30 cars, you know, at any point. Why would we have another personal car when we can just, you know, rent an investor's car at his split?
There's no reason, bro.
You know, we can drive a Huracan now for like $400 a day because we still pay for like any car that's not in our name, we'll pay the investor split because we still want them to be happy. We're not here to mooch off them. We want them to make money. Right. So like you give us a car, for example, we'll say, Keo, we want to rent the car for a day. We'll pay your split. So you're still making money on the car.
Oh, you talking about if you want to drive it for that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I want to take the color now and we have it,
That's
I'll be like, yo, Keo, I'm renting the car for a day.
I'm gonna let you drive it without the split because I know you ain't finna just drive it every day. You know, maybe like once every 2 weeks.
It's usually for something too. Like we'll take it for some content, for an event or something like that. You know, we want to get the most out of it. But sometimes, you know, I'll be going to the gym, but I want to drive the GT today. And I'll hit up my boy. All the times we'll say, just take the car. Don't worry about it. But we like to make sure everyone's happy. Like we're not here to just use and abuse.
All right, so how much?
Is that for yourself? I mean, Hernan's got a girl. I'm kind of living the single life, so I mean,
Shit.
I can't even lie. Cars definitely help, bro. I can't even lie. I'll just leave it there. The cars help. You pull up in a Cullinan, you pull up in a Urus, anything exotic, bro, it's gonna help.
What's your type of female?
Oh, Latinos all day. I can't even lie about that either.
Like
Latinos.
what body shape you like? Big girl, thick, petite.
I like them slim thick a little bit. You know?
That's
I don't really like a girl that's like too fake, like the big fake asses. I'm not really into.
Nah, no.
I think it's
I like natural gym.
Yeah.
Booty, bro. She ain't gotta be like gym. She just gotta have some type of fitness in her life.
Yeah.
And be petite, bro. I love some
Exactly.
petite.
I'm the same as you.
My wife hear this, she might go crazy.
Yeah. Hope she's not watching this one.
But when we met, she was petite. But you know, love changed all that. Once you're in love, bro,
for sure, bro. It doesn't even matter.
the girl could be fat, she could lose a leg, whatever. You feel me? You still gonna have love for your girl.
100%. It's a huge difference, right? Being in a relationship and being single. Because when you're single and you want to just have some fun, you're just gonna chase girls. You're not gonna be super interested into like, you know, their personality type and stuff like that. You just wanna be with a girl that's bad. But in a relationship, it's the complete opposite. You know, you got to be able to vibe with her. She's got to be cool. She's got to be able to help you out. You know, and I'm sure your girl's like that. I'm sure she helps you out a ton. Yeah. I'm sure she's elevated
Believe
your business.
Believe it or not, bro, I don't cheat, bro.
I believe that.
It just basically, I feel like this: if you see yourself cheating, it's
She's
not for
the one.
everybody. Yeah, you
Be
might
single.
as well just be single, do your thing, and when you're really ready to settle down, you know, settle down. And if you want to have fun, you got to get a girl that's willing to have fun with you. I'm not saying me and my girl do that, but if you like, you know, different females, you got to get a girl that like females. So make life easier, bro. You feel me?
Oh, for sure, bro. It's also not fair to like, if you're with somebody, she's looking for something serious, she wants to get settled, you know, settle down, and your mindset's the complete opposite, but you're just in it just to, you know, get constant pussy. It's like, bro, just be single.
Be single.
You know? Why do that? Just be single.
Yeah.
What's the point? Waste of time. Waste of your time too.
Yeah.
You know? And that's another thing, bro. With this business, like, we're in this shit 24/7. Like, literally, I wake up, my phone's blown up. I go to bed, my phone's blown up. So right now, my number one priority is my business. Like, I'm in a relationship with my business.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
In the beginning, you got to be that way.
Yeah, like, Hernan's got, she's had a girlfriend for how many years now? 2 years?
Yeah, but
And
still, the business always comes first.
But it's hard for him now because of how busy he is.
Don't tell her that.
No, but
She knows that.
She knows it.
She knows that.
like it's hard, man.
See,
You know,
it's hard to find females that love that because a lot of females basically they want you to choose them over money, but
100, yeah, bro.
once you choose them, you ain't making no money no more. Shit going south, everything going down the drain, business going down the drain because
it's a lot harder
this
to
is
keep
what
your
you
girl.
Bro, 100%. A lot of
Without
girls
no
want to
money.
they want to
chase
hang out
that
during the
bag
day.
first, bro. Chase that bag first.
Bro, exactly, because that's gonna be that's the hardest thing in the world to do. If you get yourself set up financially with your businesses and everything like that, your life is going to be amazing. But if you chase girls and you put your business and making money on the back burner, bro, everyone's gonna get way ahead of you, and now you're chasing, and it could, you know, it's just like, bro, you don't want that kind of life. Because you're going to regret it so much when you're in your 30s or 40s. Damn, I shouldn't have spent all that money chasing girls. I should have focused on my business. But if you focus on your business and...
But it's good to make that mistake early on.
Yeah. You got to learn from it.
Don't wait till you all the way up, and then you start chasing.
Exactly.
Just falling.
And then it's even harder.
It will happen, bro.
Then it's even harder, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, man, it's tough when you got your own business and you're trying to date.
Yeah, bro.
Because like you said, girls want that. They want to be number one. They want to be the number one priority, and it's like, you know, they want to hang out during the day on a Wednesday. It's like, how the hell do you think I got that free time? You know, we got 30 cars we got to manage now. We got to make 20 investors happy. We got to make sure they're making money. We got to make sure the business is growing. The next thing you know, you 2 hours hanging out with the girl. That's 2 hours you could have focused on your business. That's a lot of time.
The bad.
Oh, shit, I forgot we even had that. But yeah, man, that's important, bro. Balance is important.
You know?
Yeah, that's my hookah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You vibing right now, man.
I'm chilling.
You ain't sweating yet, right? Nah, vibing.
But no, that's man. You gotta have balance. You know, we still have our fun. We still try and really live life. But I mean, at the end of the day, we really do love what we do. You know, I really, really love growing this business. Like I showed you, bro. I showed you. We got 1.8 million impressions this month.
Wow.
Like we're blowing up on Instagram.
Lot, bro.
Our content's blowing up. Like when you start seeing all the hard work starting to pay off,
makes you go even harder,
bro. It's like the gym. You work out for the first 3 months. You see nothing.
You get lazy, bro. You like, man, fuck that shit. But once you see it.
But bro, you could go 90 days working your ass off, seeing no results. Yeah, it gets a little discouraging. But there could be day 91, you wake up, you go, damn, my abs are starting to come through. Yeah. And then guess what? You become addicted.
I seen that shit today.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, yo, when I leave this podcast, I'm going to the gym.
Bro, exactly. You become addicted because you're starting to see the hard work pay off. And that's kind of what we're seeing with the business right now. You know, we're all in this shit. I got this shit tatted on my hand now. Like, we're all in.
You know when it's really your passion, when the business is not going so well, but you still going hard. That's when you know it's your passion.
100%.
And then when it is going well, you're like, oh my God.
100%, bro.
I like doing it. I love doing this shit. And I'm making money doing this shit.
Bro.
And I can drive any fucking car I want to drive.
Bro. And we got a full team
and
now.
I'm making money to live where I want to live.
Bro, that's the dream. That is literally the dream, in my opinion. Like, you know, everyone wants to retire early and, you know, this and that. Bro, if I were retired today, I'd be bored as hell tomorrow. Like, I want to work. I want to hustle. I want to grind. I want to make money. You know, yeah, like being retired and being set for life is a great feeling.
I can't just
But you're
chill,
the same
bro.
as that, right?
Yeah.
Like
I can't.
look at bro.
I can't just chill, bro. I gotta be doing something.
And like, you're a super successful guy. Your businesses are, you know, are up there for sure. Like, you're doing well.
I got some that's doing okay. I got some that's doing really, really good. But eventually, they are going to be doing like really, really good.
And I feel like even when you get to that point, you're not going to stop.
Nah.
Because once you have it in your blood, once you got it in your DNA, once you're used to hustling,
it'll be a different level of success at that point.
Exactly.
It'll be because when you first start off, you be like, "Damn, mom, I want to get a job.
Yeah.
Mom, I want to get a job. Then once you get that job, you be like, damn, I want to own my own business.
Exactly.
Then you own your own business. You be like, damn, I want a big business now. I want to start getting employees. I want to start creating multiple me's.
Building a brand,
And
building
then
a name
after
for yourself.
After you do that enterprise or company, whatever you want, whatever you call it, then you start thinking like, damn, I want to just be an investor.
Yep. And now you want to help people out.
Yeah.
You want to be a mentor.
Yeah.
You want to really, you know, because look at us, bro. We're not special guys.
Nah.
We're not special at all. I have an arts degree. I never did well in school. I hated school. And everybody told me if I don't got straight A's, I'm gonna be nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to get a good job. I'm not gonna be making money.
That tell you right there, the school system is lying.
Lying, bro.
Man.
I never even went to school.
Gotta wake up.
Yeah.
I never went to school.
Once I started making money with no knowledge coming from school, bro, I was like, yo, this ain't the route.
Think about this. Imagine spending $100K on a degree versus $100K on a mentor.
Yeah.
Where do you think the success is going to come from? Having a guy in your corner that's already been through every single thing that you could possibly imagine that can show you success like that, or
going
school,
down the same road,
studying all these bullshit courses, getting a bullshit degree, and then you still got to figure it out on your own. You come out of school and you go, okay, well, now what?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? What kind of job am I supposed to
I don't
get?
think you need a mentor. I think hitting the hiccups every day and like failing and falling and getting back up and trying again, that's what really makes you grow in your business.
You have to, yeah.
And it really puts you in the places you need to be because you've already put yourself in those places.
But
nobody else has.
But a mentor helps though, like, you know.
Mentor is good, but you still gotta go through those. You still gotta go through those fuck ups.
It's like a course, bro. You could buy the best course in the world with the most amount of value, but you still got to do it yourself. No one's gonna do everything for you. They can show you how to do it,
but you
you gotta do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people struggle with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to put in the work. They want to get rich overnight. But we've been in this shit for 6 months, and we're still grinding every day. But we're nowhere near where we want to be. You know, financially and everything.
That's why a lot of people hate mentorship because they think they're gonna get a mentor, they're gonna learn something, and start making money the
Yeah.
next day.
The thing is, like,
You have to put in that. Whatever you learn from your mentor, put in it. Put it in. Whatever.
Exactly.
Put it. Whatever business you got, you learn from your mentor. Synchronize it. Whatever.
Exactly.
All that knowledge, put that work in.
Exactly. You know, that's what we did. He got us started, but then we figured it out on our own because we really surpassed. He had like at his peak, he had like 10 cars, all really nice cars.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing what we're doing. He had them all under in his name, on
Yeah.
his credit. 'Cause he had insane credit.
Yeah.
He could get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million loans.
Right.
So he'd go use that money to get his cars, and he was making money.
A
Like
lot of money.
he was making money. So his, you know, credit definitely. You need to have credit
Credit's
for
key.
everything.
Credit's key because credit can leverage you to an extent where you're not at.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have 200 grand to buy a Lamborghini cash, but I sure had
Fuck
40
no.
grand to put it down.
Exactly.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Bro,
how you get it.
And
done.
now look at this, right? We rent the car for 5 days. It just paid for itself.
Yeah.
We rented for 20 days. Now we got 4 months paid off.
Yeah.
4 months using the bank's money, the lender's money, whoever it is.
Bro, it's that easy, bro.
It's that easy. You just gotta use that money smartly.
You wanna start slow, or you wanna start ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And credit will put you ahead of the game. Like you said before, 250 Lambo. Why pay 250 your money for a Lambo?
I think,
Or-
Yep.
like right now, I think I have about $1 million in cars in my personal name.
Right.
I don't have $1 million in the bank account yet.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how
It's coming.
That's how you
I
have
can
to-
put $1
that's how you
million
get $1 million
worth of money to work without having $1 million in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Like think about this, right? We had access to $1 million today.
Right.
We could go realistically get
Scratch it.
Yeah, we get
Scratch that shit.
Yeah.
You could turn 1 million to 5 easily.
bro easy.
Easy.
Because we can use that 1 million. We can get 100K. We can put 100K down on 10 Cullinans, and now Cullinan is making us 15 grand a month. We're making 150 grand a month off of somebody else's money.
Color this, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cullinan's print, bro. We just
Credit.
rented our Cullinan last week for a week using that play, the Murci Mondays.
Scratch your money, man.
Yeah,
Scratch that shit. out.
6K for 6 days, bro. Payment on that car is like 4,500.
Yeah.
Really, cash isn't really that necessary. I mean, you always gonna need a little bit of money to get you
Yeah.
started, but very few people have 100, 200 grand ready to lay out down on something. So the only way you can leverage yourself is your credit. Even with credit cards, stuff like that, you can leverage your credit card if you don't have the money this month to get you going. You pay it next month and get it, you know, what you had to get done today.
You just gotta be smart, you know. So I'm
Right,
sure.
it's really only 2 ways to get ahead of the game. That's credit and investors.
Yep.
And credit is like the easiest. It's hard to get an investor.
But
Bro.
that's what we want to. We actually do want to like launch a mentorship program or a course in the future because
Well, it's
I mean,
coming, y'all. It's coming.
it's
for
coming. It's
sure.
gonna come 100% because we have so much, bro. We can get somebody from 0 to 100 real quick if they follow everything we say and they follow our steps, bro. We started with 3 cars on Turo, and now we got 30 cars just doing private exotic rentals. You know what I'm saying? Like in 5 months, bro. We did it all ourselves. We got started with the mentor. He taught us this, and that, but we
See,
did that shit
I
ourselves.
see 3 things that made y'all get to this level: credit, mentorship, investors.
Exactly. In that order.
That's fire.
You know, because we use our own credit to get started. We had to prove concept. These cars were making money. We were getting sick content. People saw us starting to pop off.
The mentorship help y'all scale,
Yeah. Then we started getting investors.
and then start getting investors.
Started making that money. They started spreading word. Yo, Murci just made me 10K on my car. You know, I'm driving it for free. Next thing you know, hey, bro.
Wait, not only 10K on the car, but the car too. The car
Yeah.
note, free car. Another 6,000 in your pocket, whatever percentage you guys
Yeah.
come up with. You're making money. Got a free car. You only rented it out for 8 days, 7 days, and yeah, the rest of the days are yours.
Bro.
I really think
Yeah.
the play, especially with the cars, if you want to make some really good passive money, is 2 cars. I mean, you can start
2
making
cars.
over 10K a month. I mean, think about how much work you have to put to make over 10K a month at a regular job. Where you could have put on your credit 30K for S580, another 20K or 30K for a Bentayga, 50 grand to get you started,
Yeah.
and you're making 10K plus a month
A month.
It's-
without
it's-
doing any
bro.
type of work, completely passive. It's
not hit-
like it's not
not-
rocket science. You're making
It's not
money.
rocket science.
Yeah.
And guess what? You ain't have to go to school for it.
No.
You ain't
bro.
even have to go to your job.
Bro, I've never.
All you got to
used-
do is get a loan for 60,000. Take that 60,000, go get 2 whips.
Yeah.
Now all your loans getting paid, your car loan getting paid, and you're making a couple bucks in your pocket.
Yeah, or convince somebody in your network that's got a nice car to allow you to rent it out for him. Show them that you can do it. Show them you can make money, and then use that money to go get your own vehicle. Put that money down. Like you don't need to have crazy credit to get going. You know, it's just you got to just prove concept, and you know, there's multiple ways to do that.
I'm taking a risk.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, if you're trying to start your exotic car rental business, or if you got exotic cars that you don't want to make the monthly payment anymore, holla at my boys. They're going to save you money, make you money, and whatever else come after that.
100%, bro. We met a guy on Saturday.
Right.
Met him on Saturday. We actually got plugged in with him through one of our connects in the game. He does all our trackers. So he just came down from Baltimore. He had 8 cars he came down with. He was going to start his own company. We talked to him. He said, man, I'm just going to give you my cars.
8 more cars to the fleet, just like
8
that.
more cars, bro. G63.
Relationships.
What else? We have Panamera. What else did he give us? GLE.
Wagon.
Yeah, you know. And he's probably going to make easy 20, 30K a month.
I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite podcast so far.
Hell yeah, bro.
I done learned a lot.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, man, this game isn't... Bro, I have an arts degree, never used my degree for anything. No one's ever asked where I went to school, what degree I got. And now look at us. We're top 5 in the city, just fleet size already.
That's fire, bro.
You know? There's not a lot of people that have as many cars as we have.
5 months.
5 months.
5 more months, we number 1.
100%.
You gotta talk that shit to existence.
100%.
For real.
It's going to happen, 100%.
I would be rare with y'all. I'm gonna have me some cars. I asked MVP to put my cars in the fleet, but I think they don't do like personal cars anymore. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but yeah.
I think MVP, they got bought out by McLaren Charlotte.
Yeah.
So McLaren Charlotte, they send a lot of cars down here that they're selling. They'll rent out the car. That's what I think. I'm not 100% sure. And that's kind of what they're doing now, I think. But
I think you're right.
yeah.
I think you're right.
But
So what set Murci Lutz aside from other car rentals? What y'all do different that would set y'all apart, or what y'all trying to do that's different?
We try to make these cars unique a lot of the time. So we'll wrap them. We've used ace wraps a couple times actually for some of our cars before we even
I
do
told
each
y'all,
other.
man, I'm gonna beat any price y'all get. Bring them on.
Hell yeah.
We gonna wrap all them shit.
I got some cars for you coming up, so.
So you wanna have a car wrapping plug.
Mhm.
You wanna have a body shop plug.
Mhm.
Maybe your own body shop.
Yep.
Mechanic.
Mechanic for sure. Tire. I don't know. Tire shop falls under
And I
body
think
shop.
another reason that makes us different from other rental companies is our great location. I mean, we're in the heart of Brickell. We just have a full system.
I love
running in
that.
SLS. You don't have to go pick up the car at the hood,
Mhm.
and it's a warehouse.
Yeah, I love
You know,
coming
you're
to
not
Brickell.
pulling up
love
to
it.
somebody's house
Yeah.
grabbing a car. Like you're
That was
coming-
a little shade though, but that right there is accurate, my boy. That's accurate.
That's facts, you know.
Y'all, shit, you pull up, shit, valet break it down for you.
Everything.
That shit, nice.
Yeah, you want it dropped off, we'll drop it off. But having all of our cars in one location, it definitely helps us and definitely sets
I
us
mean,
aside.
y'all need 100. Y'all need 100 cars in that bitch for
Bro,
sure. It's gonna get
coming.
to the point they're gonna be like, no more cars.
Bro, they're already starting to say that. So
No
no,
more
we're
cars.
keeping it coming. They'll tell us that, then I'll pull up with a new car the next day. Hey, bro, we'll figure it out. Let's just throw it up there right now. But yeah, man, our Turo, our guy, he's starting to be like, boys, like we gotta figure this out because I don't know if we can take any more cars, in this building.
No more
But-
cars, right?
Yeah, but we're good though. You know, we don't really do business in the SLS. We just keep our cars there. We got, like I said, we got a lot of investors in the building,
Right.
so the car's already in their spot, which makes everything easy.
Yeah.
And it's just in our
That's
system.
fire.
Yeah,
That's fire right there.
yeah.
So you meet a lot of people where you at. That's why I like Brickell,
A
bro.
lot of people.
I hate
bro.
Brickell because there's so much traffic, but to network is
Bro, if it wasn't for
brilliant.
the networking, we wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
For real. Tomorrow we're doing a YouTube video with Neil from TPT. I met, Walter, Fresh and Fit. He actually gave us his Cullinan to rent out. So he's got a lot of cars, but he's got crazy, crazy cars. And he's had this Cullinan for a while, never really uses it. I met him down in the valet lobby just because we live in the same building.
Yeah.
He said, yo, take my Cullinan.
Yeah.
So now we got his Cullinan,
That's fire, bro.
So
That's
we
fire.
got a lot of big investors. So, that's another thing that kind of sets us apart, I think, is we don't play around. Like, we really make sure everything's done properly
about to
because
hit
of the people we got on board,
Yeah.
Like, you give us a couple cars, the last thing we want is anything, number one, bad to happen to those cars, but number two, like, we got to, you got a big platform. Walter's got a big platform. all it takes is one bad experience with us, and boom, our name's in the gutter.
Yeah, keep that name clean, bro. I
Exactly.
said it on my last podcast. You always got to keep that
Always.
name clean.
We're very fair.
You can't stop accidents. You can't stop whatever
No.
disasters, whatever. But as long as you prepare for it, that what matters.
Exactly.
You got to prepare for it.
And it doesn't happen often in this business. Very, very rarely will you ever see a big write-off accident, or you might get a little fender bender, $2K worth of damage here, like nothing crazy. Even people that I've talked to in this game, 10 years in the business, they maybe had one write-off accident. They've maybe had one really bad situation. It doesn't happen that often. If your processes are done correctly and you're putting the right people in your cars, because we turn a lot of people down. We're not money hungry, we turn a lot of people down.
Let's talk about that process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the process qualifying? So a rent.
So if you wanted to rent a car from us, this is what would happen. You would hit us up. Yo, I want to rent your Urus for 3 days. What does that look like? What's the price? Do I need deposit, insurance? We'll say, cool, this is the price. If it's cool with you, we'll say, cool, send over your ID and insurance policy.
Right.
First thing we do before anything is we call in your insurance company and we run your policy. So we ask them, hey, Keo wants to rent our Urus from us. We just want to make sure his policy, is active and covers our vehicle. So they'll tell us whether you have full comprehensive and full coverage insurance.
Okay.
And basically, they'll just tell us whether or not you're covered on that car. If it's a yes, we'll come back and say, cool, you're verified. Right then and there, we'll do a background check too to make sure you're clean, to make sure you're not a liability in the car.
I like that background check.
Because we don't want people, if you got 10 excessive speeding charges on your, on your profile, like the odds are you're going to be flying in our Urus, and that's just a liability. So we really make sure that, everything's clean, that you're good, that you're not going to be a liability for us. Because a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these cars are investor cars.
Yeah.
So the last thing we want to do is put the wrong person in that car. If it's our car, it's a little different because, it's us. We can. That's on us. But
explain when you have someone that want to rent a Cullinan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a Toyota Camry on their policy, and that's it.
Yeah, it happens a lot, bro. Like a lot. And what we'll do is a lot of the times we'll search up their address on Google Maps and see where they live. If you're in, I hate to say it, but if you're in like in a low income housing area, like we're not gonna rent a Cullinan because next thing you know you're parking a Cullinan in the hood. Like even you could be straight, you could be clean, but somebody else could walk by and say, "Damn, that's a nice car."
Liability.
And next thing you know, it's a liability.
Liability.
So that was a huge thing. We really wanted to partner with the SLS Lux because we knew the clientele we get were going to be solid. They're here for the weekend. They're paying Amex. They're here. They're in and out. There's no liability of them parking the car anywhere else. The car's going to be at the building.
Even if they want to like pay you extra, it's really like not worth it.
Bro, we've had guys, with heavy criminal backgrounds, say I'll put a 5K depot down on the Cullinan, I've changed. This was way in the past. We still won't do it, unless it's like sometimes, if we get some older guys, they'll have charges way back when, like 1995, 2000. Then we're like, okay, he's been clean for 20 years. He's probably changed. He's good.
Then it makes sense.
But if you go charges from 2021, 2022, hell, even like 2015, depending on what those charges are, you're probably not going to get in our car. There's other guys I'll rent to you, but like we're just not that desperate for money. And given that it takes 5-6 days to break even on a car, we don't need to rent these cars out every single day. Yes, we want to rent them out 20 plus days. We're averaging 15 days a month right now on most of our cars, but we're going to make sure that our cars are coming back in the same condition they went out. Because if that car has to go to the shop, bro, that could be a month, 2 months that we're losing money on that car because the car's sitting in the shop waiting to get fixed.
Yeah, because not all money is good money.
Exactly.
No, it ain't. But explain some of the green lights that you guys approve. Like once you see this, hey, the car is yours.
So number one, you got a good car in your policy. If your car is anywhere close to equal value of the car that you're renting, that's the first green light. That's like our number one thing.
So would you bypass the criminal background if they have a car like that?
No. We still run it, but we have a good feeling about it. Like my boy just rented a Urus from us this past weekend, and he had a G-Wagon on his policy. He said, yo, my G-Wagon's in the shop. I want a car for a few days. No problem. So I ran a background check, but I knew he was good because he's got a high-value car on his policy. So that's number one for us. Number two is the background check, obviously. If you come back clean, that's a green light. And if you got full coverage insurance, those three things, you got a car from us.
All right, so before we end this podcast, right, we got like less than 2 minutes left. Is there anything you want to tell the people?
Man, I mean,
I'm going to say this again before. If if you want to start your own car rental, exotic car rental business, holla at my boys for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, we're gonna launch a mentorship program, of course, in the future, just because like I think we're the fastest growing exotic car rental company in Miami, potentially in history.
Y'all
Like,
are.
you know, I don't know anybody else who went from 5 cars to 30 cars in 4 months.
Right.
You know, I really don't. And all of these cars are on contract,
Right.
like signed on contract. Either they're our cars or investor car, but they're all under Murci's, you know, management contract. And I don't know anybody else that, you know, that has figured out the game as quickly as we have,
Right.
and that is growing as quickly as we have. So
Yeah, we're gonna most definitely have a part 2 because I
Hell
want to
yeah.
talk about some more shit.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the last thing is hit us up.
I was feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, you know.
All right, y'all. So this episode, I don't know what episode this is. I think this episode 6. But y'all, you know, y'all stay tuned. I got a lot more heat dropping. These my peoples, really, really good peoples. If you, like I said before, if you want to get into the business, if you got cars that you want to put into their business, hit my team up. I'm gonna tag them below. And y'all stay tuned. Rich off credit. It's all about making money. It's all about building that credit. And let's do it, y'all. Gang.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Yes, sir.